Alright, this is week 3 of the 2011 Summer of Co-op, and we are playing Sengoku.
This is my first time ever playing Sengoku. At first I absolutely hated it, because you kept dying. But you do get unlimited continues in this, and I think that kind of makes up for the dying. So I was able to take a little more time, and after a while I decided I do kind of like it, and I like certain elements of it.
Yeah. So this is a fairly simple beat-em-up brawler game. You know, if it looks a little bit like Double Dragon, that's not surprising. You've just got an attack button and a jump button, and you basically play two dudes, you know, martial arts type guys who are fighting off some weird undead zombie invasion. Well, actually it's more like just undead samurais, because it's as much ghosts as zombies. But throughout the levels you'll get 2 forms of power-ups that each come in different flavors. Number 1, you'll get different weapons like swords. And gotta watch out for the fire. But then you'll also get I guess just what they call change. You'll be able to transform into different fighters. And both those have different flavors, like you get different orbs to get different types of swords, like you can get a regular katana, or 2 katanas, or a broadsword. Oh, what's this?
That's a sword.
Yes, so this is the broadsword.
I discovered that the different colored balls give you different things. Like, I believe blue and purple give you swords, and the gold gives you these fun little ball things.
Oh yeah, it lets you shoot fireballs.
To be honest, I think I enjoy the ball power-ups more than I do the changing. I enjoy, like the ninja and things, you know, it took me a while to get used to the dog, but I think I found some of the battles can be done easier with the dog. There's the dog.
So yeah, now as player 1, I've got the dog transformation. Give me a second, I'll show you that. And now I'm a dog. Now, the same power-ups that give you swords will give a transformed player a ranged attack, like a fireball. And now Meta's got the ninja change. So now I'm a dog, and I'm shooting out... Oh, I guess my fireball ran out. But, yeah, so there's 3 transformations, the dog, the samurai, and the ninja, and now she's got the samurai and the ninja. And you get them a bunch of different times. Like, you've probably seen the different spheres show up all throughout the level as you defeat these bad guys. You only get so many transformations in like a level, and I think they come when you beat like a mini boss, kind of like a bigger enemy than the others. As you've seen a couple of times, like we defeated these samurai type guys. I'm guessing when we beat this one, he won't give us a transformation, but now I can still change into the dog because it's not based on whether or not you die, it's based on time. So you can see up there I'm almost out of time with the dog, and she's almost out of time with the ninja, and there we go. So now I've used up the dog. Oh, so she's got the double power-up. Like, not everything gives you a fireball, I guess. One of the power-ups gave the ninja a double for a second there.
Ooh, put out that fire just in time.
Let's see, and if you hold down the attack button, you can charge up a fireball or some other special thing, like if you do that with the ninja gets smaller. I'm not sure exactly how that helps. I guess maybe you can dodge, but it looks really weird that you just shrink yourself. Now, there isn't a whole lot of variety, and it definitely doesn't have the same kind of depth that like a Double Dragon does, where you've got all kinds of different punches and kicks. In this one, it's more about like you know, getting a ranged attack, like different kinds of fireballs, or just getting different weapons like the swords. But the swords don't really change the gameplay that much. It just gives your melee attack a little bit more distance. And as you've noticed, the game keeps jumping in every stage from fighting up in this ethereal or spiritual realm and jumping back down to the normal mundane realm, which is kind of like post-apocalyptic. You see like the road signs and stuff, but all the buildings are destroyed and the road is all cracked up. But this is one of those that's good because it's easy to pick up. Learning about which colored orb gives you which sword, or when exactly you get the transformations isn't exactly the easiest, because it's not really obvious what's better, like, which sword is better and how do the transformations help you. So it's not necessarily the easiest game to pick up, but there's a very low barrier to entry. It's just mastering it. Well, in terms of difficulty, I don't know, but mastering all of the little things like why would you get a sword, that takes some playing. So it can, I don't know, I think it can grow on you, but really one of the reasons I wanted to play this is just because it was fun back in the day when it was first released. Like, this first came out in like 1992 or 93, I think. And I think it's just about boss time. I think I'm going to change, I've just got the dog. I don't know if you can hear that howl on the recording, but I'm pretty sure that's the same howl they used again in Samurai Showdown.
One thing, I think the text is fairly simple. It doesn't really need that much, but I have been impressed with the background, with the images, and with the detail of the characters.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Back in the early 90s when I very first played this game, was in the arcade, and I remember thinking that it looked like Double Dragon or Ninja Turtles, but with much brighter graphics and bigger sprites. And the text is just funny, the dialogue. Well, we'll show you that in a second here, because all of the bosses say the same thing. How dare you, go beat them all.
Every time, that's the only thing they say.
Listen, guys, this is the warlord's order. Let's go. And that's what every boss says.
But like I said, I think the detail in the character in the background kind of offsets the poor
translation.
Yeah.
And I think the sort of bizarreness, like, I mean, just look at these characters. Like, you got green neon pants, and the other one's got, like, a pink cowboy outfit. Like, just the bizarreness of the game kind of offsets how it's relatively simple and could seem boring at first. Because you want to see, what's the next boss going to look like, or, where's the next stage going to take place. But it's a pretty fun game, and it's definitely the type of game where if one person has played it a ton before and the other person's new, you're still not going to see that much of a gulf, because you just, basically go up and mash the attack button and collect the orbs, and occasionally you press the change button, but yeah, it's a pretty easy game to get into. It's weird, gotta say that much, but oh, there we go, time to continue. Alright, so I think that's probably going to wrap it up. I chose at random, oddly enough, another brawler for the next week. It's going to be Ninja Turtles 4, which we'll be playing the Super Nintendo version. And I guess we'll have to compare the two brawlers. But, yeah, this has been Sengoku, and I recommend everybody go out and play some co-op. And we'll see you next week. Whoa. I guess they encourage you to move on. Alright, see you next week.